A suburban street suddenly thrown into chaos as one of the persons involved shapes up and signals his intentions. Since the data was collected in August last year, many practices have experienced a promising reduction of nearly 50% in the number of no-shows. They're the images synonymous with the far north, reimagined on two very different styles of blank canvas. The rolling hills of the Flinders Ranges, with not a skerrick of feed in sight. A new track at Murray Bridge and changes to the racing schedule, making it even harder to attract metropolitan trainers and their greyhounds. The council will look to rearrange funds in this year's budget and will turn to the state and federal governments for help in a bid to retain the 135-year-old wharf. The recent removal of around 500 drowned trolleys from the seabed of the Spencer Gulf was the catalyst for the change, and since the technology began today, it's already snagged its first victims. The SES say the drone will aid their volunteers in search and rescues, with the ability to cover hundreds of metres from the air. The Eagles fought back and looked to steal back the momentum of the match. But a lack of accuracy proved their downfall as the Wildcats stormed home to seal a win 57-48. But last year was one of the region's driest on record, and the germination process is heavily reliant on rainfall, and a history of dust events from the nearby site is always a concern. The excess floodwater that devastated Queensland has been welcomed with open arms by far north towns as it moves into Lake Eyre. The Electricity Act allows for fines of up to $20,000 and 2 years jail for damage of infrastructure, but authorities say the disregard for safety around dangerous environments is the biggest concern. New South Wales farmers have been some of the hardest hit by the drought, but on Australia Day, farmers from Cobar will have something much bigger to celebrate, with 47 road trains full of hay due to pull into town. It's held firm in the sand for over 130 years, but in 3 weeks' time the Eastside Jetty will be torn down. Garth Burley, 7 Spencer Gulf News.